They said my presence changed the atmosphere in any room I entered. According to my mother, it was in my name. According to my twin brother, it was in my soul. The truth could be found somewhere in between. I led with love in all my endeavors. I found it softened the most irate of mankind. Regardless of the situation, love calmed, turned frowns into smiles, flattered, gave second chances, resulted in less anxiety, and yes, swelled the hearts of women around the globe. Not women's, Jesus. As co-owner of a popular nightclub in Houston, I built a reputation as one of the city's most successful and respected entrepreneurs. Nothing rocked my axis until I saw the most striking woman, a beauty with sienna skin and a pouty mouth, enter the double doors. She was a mystery to my knowledge, but something about her made me follow her every move. Distress and fear were etched across her face as a man at her side clutched her tighter than I like. Intervening in situations that didn't invite me was never my style. But this night, I did. And despite the chaos that grew around me because of it, I couldn't ignore our connection, even though it meant putting myself in danger, even though it meant putting love to the side for war. Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome back to the Bibliophile's Bookcase. I am your host, Erica the Bibliophile. Now, baby, when I say drama, I meant drama. This book was so good. This was my first read by Stephanie, and it definitely won't be my last. Now, like I said in the last episode, Asia warned us. She was like, this is fluffy and this is cute. If you want the drama, go to Stephanie. Stephanie Nicole Norris. Let me put some respect on your name. This was great. I loved it. So we're introduced to the other twin, which is EROS. Can I say, I did not know that these were going to be two completely different books. That kind of threw me off guard too. And I say that in the way how, Asia said her book was nothing like Stephanie's, but I'm thinking it's a series, so it's going to continue on. But this is like a completely different book in the way that, Aries got with Nyx, like they were engaged and they were starting their relationship together. There's no relation. There's no mention of Nyx in this book at all. It seems as if Eros finds his love, and now Aries is the one that's single with no mention of a relationship whatsoever. But we get that same kind of insight of they run the club together. They're twins. Their father is the mayor. They're two completely different people. Where Eros is loving, he's kind. People gravitate towards him because he just has this personality that everybody loves. And for the most part, his life, like everything's going smooth the way it should be. They run the club together. Their dad's the mayor, so it's like they're noticed everywhere they go. People want a piece of them, whatever. Until he meets this woman by the name of Amara. And then we get Amara's backstory. Where do I want to start? Because it was so difficult. So let's start as a child. She's what children do. They being nosy. She's supposed to be in bed, but she tiptoeing around the corner listening to her parents' conversation. And they talk about, I really don't want to do this, but we have no other choice. And, I'm going to do what I got to do. And there's mention of death. And that's when she makes herself known, because she runs out and says, no, daddy, I don't want you to die. And it's like, girl, you're supposed to be in bed. You mind the grown folks' business and you ain't got no business listening to this conversation. So there's a group called the Iron Fist where, they do illegal activities, but they make a whole bunch of money. And to be the lead person of this group, you have to fight the previous leader. And where y'all get in to like a ring type situation and it's no holds barred. Now, if one person gets the upper hand, they have the choice to, because like if you tap out, they can either let you live or let you die. Now, for the most part, a lot of people, like, they kill them because it's like, if I let you live, you might rise up against me and something could happen to me because I bested you and something like that. So it's like, no. So that's what Amara's dad did. Like, he challenged the previous leader and he won. And obviously he killed that guy. And everything was good for about 10 years until, what's his name? Ezra Black challenged her dad and he won, and Ezra killed her dad. Now she's been carrying this chip on her shoulder of the Iron Fist rightfully belongs to her family, and like, that was her dad's seed, so now it should be hers. And I was like, when I first read, I'm like, so how do you think the previous people feel about their family and all that type of stuff? I'm like, so even if we going by your logic, Amara, that seed does not belong to your daddy. It belongs to however many people before him whenever this group started. So I was like, right there, I get that you're upset that your dad was killed, but you make no sense. It doesn't belong to your dad. I'm sorry. I was like, she lost me right there. But so one day she challenges Ezra and tries to fight him to take the spot. Now she has rank within, I'll call him a club. Within the club, she's a pretty good fighter, but she's not beating this tall, buff ass nigga who really like whooped her ass, but he let her live. So when she comes to, she's upset that she lost, and he's like, I'll let you live and continue on, but you have to agree to marry me. Now, Ezra all this time had a little thing for her, but she like literally hates this man. First of all, you killed her damn daddy. Why do you think there would be anything between the two of you? I do not know. But at first she tries to refuse, but it's like, if you don't, because her mom is still a part of the club too. Because her and the dad like joined at the same time. And, she's a good fighter too. But he's like, basically, if you don't, I'm going to have some homies jump your mama and make you watch. And basically threatens to kill her mom right in front of her if she doesn't agree to marry him. So she agrees. So it starts this situation of planning this wedding that, of course, she wants no parts of. She won't even let him touch her. They don't kiss. Nothing like that. So it's just like, and he knows it. The fact that he's forcing it, but he just wants her. That's the thing about it. Everything else comes easy to him. Now, this I did not know. Why he want her so bad. This man got like 4 or 5 women on the side, just a part of a harem, just willing to do anything he asks for. But of course, he don't want them. He want the one that despises him the most. So, she's fake planning this wedding, and that's when they go to the twins club. I forgot the name of it. And this is where she meets EROS. And there's an attraction there, but of course, he knows who Ezra is. And he's like, I want to have my wedding here, like my reception here, and I want you to help plan it or whatever. So he's like, okay, cool, sure. That was one of the agreements that Ezra and Amara came to. It's like, she's finally showing quote unquote interest in this wedding because it gives her time to spend with EROS. And so, of course, she's showing up to the club more. They're having conversations, and he's learning a little bit about her world. And she explains like what happened, what the Iron Fist is, and how things are going. So he's like, he offers to help because I think like compared to Asia's story, they did kind of fall fast, but they took their time at the same time, if that makes sense. It's like, it's an attraction there. He also knows that she's getting married to someone else, but when she finally breaks down what's actually happening and what she has to do, it's like, oh, no, I'm gonna help you out of that. And so like they start having sex, and it's just like she's sneaking away every chance she get to be with him, and he doesn't want her to go back there, but still. And Ezra, he knows something is going on. It's like the way you look at that nigga, now you spending all your time trying to get away from the club to go be with him, and you act like you just so interested in making sure that this is the perfect wedding. No, I know something's up. And so one night he attacks her and tries to force himself on her, but thankfully something happened and he had to leave. And so it's like the more he's trying to get close to her, again, she's pulling away. So he gets like a group of women, and some of the women were the women that were in his harem, to jump her mama. Now, of course, you know, like I said, her mama's a good fighter. She has rank in the club. She can defend herself, but not against all the people that he had planned on jumping her mama. So, you know, she jumps in and tries to help her mom to a point, but you know, like they still got their ass whooped, but they fought their way up out of there though. And so after that, who was it? She got with EROS, and you know, like she took some time away just to clear her mind. And then that's what it was. Okay, I was like, how did it go? So EROS then challenges Ezra, I've been saying Ezra, right? Ezra, challenges him for his spot. And it's like, you know, he don't know nothing about the Iron Fist. He don't know nothing about how it goes, but he just knows he's doing this for Amara. Because it's like, he wants her, he loves her. He's like, ain't no way I'm going to let her stay in the hands of this guy. So, you know, he challenges Ezra and he takes over. So he's like, you know, I want you guys to teach me how this goes. And, you know, I'm going to be making some changes around here. But, you know, for the most part, I trust y'all and I want y'all to teach me how this goes. So, like I said, they're a club, but it's an underground club. They got some legitimate businesses, but for the most part, you know, they doing shit they ain't got no business doing. So, when he wins and he starts making changes, that's what it was. That's when she disappears, her and her mama. You know, basically to like lick their wounds and just be with each other, which is like a blow to him, because it's like, baby, I came here to do this to almost quote unquote save you, but she don't want to hear that because she is still of the mind that it belongs to her family. And it's like, no, it doesn't. And so no, I'm messing it up. That's not when she goes away, because it's like at some point in the book she off the grid and as far away from him as possible. But she challenges Ezra to a fight for that spot. Because like I said, she's still of the mindset oh, excuse me, that belongs to her father. So at first he like, I'm not fighting you. I'm not about to fight you. I'm not doing this. And so she starts punching him and like attacking him, but he doesn't hit her back. He's basically like just letting her beat his ass, and that upsets her more. Like, fight back. It's like, bitch, I love you. Why would I hit you? Like, no, I'm not doing that. But anyway, he also did that to like destroy the club from the inside out. He was gonna break all that shit down anyway, and they end up getting busted. And she thought that he was gonna go to jail and all that type of stuff, but it was planned from the very beginning. No, that's not what happened. I am fucking this story up. My bad. Because it was like some evidence got turned over to the police where they got busted. But anyway, like it was to make sure that the club was no more from the very start. And so, you know, he basically kind of goes back to his life with no word from her until she has a talk with her mama. And her mama's like, girl, you know you love that man. Go get your man. Like, why would you even do this? But she's... Oh, because he had put her up at the secret... So she's at a location to make sure none of this blows back on her. And so... in the end, they end up together. That's the... Because I was like, I'm trying to get it so right. But anyway, the point is... they end up together because they meet up at this house, and it's like, I think what to come to find out that she's pregnant. And it's like, girl, I always loved you. I was gonna come find you anyway. You know, basically the Iron Fist shit is over. I love you. Whoop de whoop. Whatever. You know what I mean? But it was a great read. I highly recommend it. Anyway, that's all I got. Peace and bless, my beautiful people. And I will see you in the next episode.